It's your boy Big Truck, and what we're going to do is pay some homage. I just would like to say I love y'all, and I thank y'all for rocking with your boy. I got my notes, so, bear with your boy for a second. These are the individuals that have helped me along the way. I've always said on my platform, you have to be mindful of who you listen to. You can't listen to everybody, because not everybody is going to spit that truth, spit that knowledge. But there's certain individuals from certain platforms that's going to give it to you. That's going to give the truth to you raw and uncut, from a male's perspective, from a female's perspective. And these are the names. Pay close attention.
Up, up, mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. Stand up, defend your rights. In one day, they destroyed what took 1,000 to build. Stand up, defend your rights.
Mr. Nika Marie, Pink Book Lessons, O'Shea Duke Jackson, Jada Black, Dat Boy Will, The Coffee Pod, Please Act Right, Average Man Unplugged, Bountyville, Izzy, Reva, Miss Michelle King, Media Tutorials and Reviews, Dr. Corman Bryant, Direct Podcast, and Manosphere Highlights Daily.
They may conquer other lands, but they never kill the whale. Stand up, defend your rights. Liberty and democracy are truly expensive, can even cost one's life. And those who stand for nothing fall for any little thing. Father, heal the blinded eyes.
Those are the individuals that have helped me by listening to their videos, hearing that truth when I had my time in the wilderness. I was going through a real bad marriage, married for 14 months, homeless. I didn't know if I was coming or going. So many emotions, so much anger, so much things built up inside that I've been carrying that stimulated from my childhood. Okay? Even though she filed for divorce, she was dealing with some things from her childhood. But it also put me in a position to go back and face my past.
No wait. To attain freedom, why must there be shedding of blood? Is there no real love? Are they still holding a grudge? Penal institution to keep us down.
On top of that, it was put in my spirit. Once I've done the healing, once I've done the work, once I've done the acknowledgement, once I begin to look at myself, and then it hit my spirit clear as day down to the pit of my soul. Start a podcast show. You got to get this word out. There's a lot of broken men. There's a lot of men out there that have been abused. There's a lot of men out there that have been hurt. There's a lot of men out there that are carrying unforgiveness and that struggle with it daily. You gotta reach those men. Let the men know how important they are. Let the men know who they are and whose they are. The definition of king. You got a lot of word in you. Get that word out. However you need to do it, long as that word get out. And you touch and pierce the truth of those men. You know what it's like to suffer. You know what it's like to go without. You know what abandonment feels like. You know what abuse feels like. You know what neglect feels like. You know what rejection feels like. But through it all, you bounced and you made it through that ish.
Nation going to war against each other, but you are still my brother regardless of color. We demand the rights to be heard, the rights to be seen, the rights to question information. Can't you see the federal manipulation?
When that drunk driver hit your vehicle and you flipped 4 times on the 60 freeway in Cali before hitting the center divider at 2 a.m. in the morning. And you was temporarily paralyzed from the waist down with 3 dislocated bones in your vertebrae. And the coach told you, if you step on that field and you take that hit, especially to the head and neck area, you're done. But you came back. When you stepped on that field, the standing ovation that you received, the love that you received from the fans, and you played that game. You didn't let nothing stop you. 9 rings, 2 gold medals, Arena Football Hall of Famer, Team USA. You owe nobody nothing, but you shared your gifts and your talent with the world. And the smiles on them kids' face when they saw the truck.
As the superpower plans another bomb clot invasion, who has the power to veto? Stand up and say no.
Real men make boundaries. Real men enforce boundaries. Real men test boundaries. Real men are humble, use wisdom, and move strategically. I'm living my dream. I'm so honored and appreciative because of you subscribing, watching my videos, liking them, commenting them. I'm sharing my dream with you. We are in each other's dreams. You didn't have to subscribe. You didn't have to like. You didn't have to comment. You didn't have to do nothing. But you did, and I appreciate you. I appreciate the kings and the queens. We all going to agree to disagree. Some things I say on some topics, we like or dislike. But at the end of the day, it's going to be all love with me. Because I have a calling. And those individuals that I've just named, I have nothing but love and respect for them. Because you never know what someone is going through. And when they hear a word, how that word can change their lives. Beautiful Lies, as I add that to the list. I add that brother to the list. Beautiful Life. I add him to the list. We all go through things and we all experience things. But when you live your life, those are the things that you cherish most. More to life. Add that brother to the list. I appreciate them all. Their content is amazing. Amazing talking points. I needed to hear a word. I was going through it. I was in it. I didn't know how I was going to come out of it. But I kept listening to their videos. It was one after another. I kept listening to it. I keep hearing things from a male's perspective, from a woman's perspective.
You have already paid the price and been the sacrifice. No more shedding of blood, no more loss of lives. Remove the veil from your eyes.
My brothers, my sisters, it's time to kill this division between black men and black women. It's time to bring back the peace and the love that we once had for one another. It's time for the men to take their place as kings. It's time for the woman to take her place back as queen. It's time to put away foolish things. Stop acting ignorant. It's time to start having a conversation with one another. It's time to stop degrading each other and start uplifting each other. Rome wasn't built overnight, but Rome was built. It takes one to light a fire for many to follow to start that same fire. And before you know it, it's a domino effect, but it starts somewhere, and I'm starting it. Until then, drizzle, drizzle, twizzle, twizzle. I love my brothers. I love my sisters. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. My heart is always with you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. From the bottom of my heart, your boy Big Truck at the King's Table. Shalom, one love, peace, love, and blessings.